Hello everyone, hope all is well today. My name is Jeramat. Today we'll go over the solution for question 4, which is descriptive statistics for numerical variables. And so here we have a numerical variable with 14 observations, and we want to compute some descriptive statistics. We'll go over the computation of the median and the quartiles. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is actually order your values from the smallest to largest. Notice that the first value here is 130, then 94, then 40. They're actually not in order, and so you have to reorder the values. Okay, so the smallest value is 21, then 35, then 38, and so on. The second largest value is 544, then 555. Okay, so we ordered them in a setting order for you here. And then what we're going to do is determine the number of values. In this case, we have 14. It is important to determine if this is even or odd. So this is even. 14 is an even number. So what we're going to do is divide 14 by 2. So n divided by 2, so we have 7. And the median is going to fall between the 7th and the 8th position. So we have the 7th and the 8th positions. And so then we'll find the values in these positions. So we have 54, which is in the 7th, and 67, which is in the 8th. And so the median is going to lie somewhere between these two values. So what we'll do is we'll compute the median as the average of these two values. So I have 54 plus 67. I divide all of that by 2, and then I end up with 60.5. Okay, so my median is 60.5. Now, how do we determine the quartiles? So we're going to do the same thing. However, we're going to first split our group into, or our set of 14 values into two groups. We have the lower group and the upper group. And so we have the group of the 7 smallest values, and then the group of the 7 largest values. Okay? And so for each group, where here we have n equal to 7, so think of it as a set with 7 values, and we're going to try to find its median, so its center. Okay? And so now n is odd in this case, and so what we'll do is we'll add 1 to n and then divide by 2. In this case, it's going to be 7 plus 1, which is going to be 8, divided by 2, which is 4. So 4 will be the position of the median in that group. So the fourth value for the lower group is going to be 40, and this is going to be the first quartile for the entire set. And then the fourth value in the upper group, this is our third quartile. So the first quartile is 40, third quartile is 125. Okay, so then when we want to compute the interquartile range, which is simply going to be a range where half of our values fall, so in this case it's going to be the difference between the quartiles. So I take the third quartile minus the first, so we have 125 minus 40, and this gives us 85. So the interquartile range is 85. So half of our values fall in a range of 85 units. Okay, and then we can also describe dispersion by computing a range. So this is the length of the interval where all of our values lie. So we'll compute, or we'll compare the max with the min. In this case, it's 555 minus 21, and then as I do the computation, this gives me 534. So 534 is the length of the interval where all of my values lie. So my values lie between 21 and 555. Okay, so that's it. So this is a computation of a median and a quartile.